I lost my husband last year, finally found a man to marry, but wants that my children to have his name instead of my late husband. Actually, I am happy. At last I have finally found someone who accepts me even though I got kids. He is richer and provides I and my kids every need. Above all, shows me so much love, even more than my late husband did. The truth is, I feel more comfortable with this man. He even opened up a supermarket for me. He asked to marry me, in which I have accepted, but now I'm disturbed on the fact that he asked to marry me on the condition that we remove my late husband's name from my children's names and replace it with his own. I have tried talking to him to wait so that I consult my people first, because my late husband had fully paid my dowry. But he insists we shouldn't inform them, and that he has people in the government who can quickly switch the names without any delays. Actually, I don't know what else to do. I don't want to lose him. I'm 33 years old with 3 kids. Age 4 a girl and 2-year-old twin boys. What if I don't find another man to marry me? I'm still a young woman who also deserves a sweet love life. I also see that changing the names is of no big deal, since we are getting married to make one big family. Please kindly advise me on this.
Hi guys, welcome to this pictorial video of today. I would like you to think about this lady. I don't know if this is just a fiction or actually a reality, but it is fundamental. We teach about the situation right here. This is a lady that you can see is in distress, and at the same time she's happy that she's found some love after her husband has passed away and left her with 3 kids, a girl and twin boys. But now the situation is dire, and this is where sometimes we ask parents to think carefully. You don't rush, you take your time to think about what you're just about to embark on. Marriage is not, like they say, a bed of roses. It is not something that is just to be taken lightly. It is not something that is just for boys and girls. It is not something that you just need to jump onto it just like that. You need to pray. You need to think. You need to do consultations. You need family support. You need mentorship. You need, most importantly, to hear from God. If this is your husband, this is your wife, this is your family. Now, in the situation of where this lady is, she had a husband who she must have loved, even though on this pictorial video, she doesn't really articulate as if she loved the husband, because she's saying this current guy is better than the previous husband, is richer, is treating her better than the former husband who passed on. But the bottom line is that he was her husband and he sired 3 children with her. And of course, she's a widow. So as per customs, the children took his name, and therefore she's now in a dilemma, and she's wondering, because this new man who is rich, apparently treating her very well and wants to marry her, is giving her a condition. Now, first and foremost, if you're going to have a man or a woman that is going to start giving you conditions straight away, even before you are married, just think twice. Somebody that is starting to manipulate you before you even get married, think 2, 3, 4, 5 times what you are just about to get into. You are just about to jump out of hot air into a huge fire. Somebody that is starting to control you, to tell you things that you know are not usual norm. There is no reason as to why somebody should give you conditions of, if you want me to marry you, I'm happy to marry you, I'm happy to take care of you and all that, but with conditions that you must change your former husband. No, you must change your children's name from your husband who passed on. That is not something that should even come across any man that has got one brain. Children are a gift from God. That is what the Bible tells us. And indeed, this man did not just run away from this lady and the children. This man passed on. He died. So it's not that this woman is getting married again because the guy is run off. He's gone to another country. He's gone to another city. He's moved. He's divorced her and he's married another woman. No, this man or this husband or this father died, which is not a problem. It's okay because if all of us would die at some point. So just by the fact that he passed on and he was promoted to glory is a good, sad ending for this family. But nonetheless, this lady is young and yes, she wants to get married. But the essence of somebody demanding that she must change her children's name from her late husband is absurd. It's something that is unthinkable. So of course the lady is thinking about her life, her how young she is, and maybe how old she's gonna be, and therefore she doesn't want to be alone. But she's also thinking from a perspective of that this man is rich. This man is already treating her well, to a point that she's saying he's even treating her better than her husband who passed on. She's thinking material from a material angle. She's probably also thinking from a security position of her children, that this man is going to take care of her children. But for me, I would ask this lady to think twice about this man taking care of her children. If this man has the guts, he has the audacity of asking her to change these children's name and name these children after him, even before they are married. I'm just trying to think the kind of man he is. He's definitely a controlling individual. He's a man that thinks about himself. He's a man that wants to erase the memories of the late husband. He wants to replace the father of these children, and that is not on. From whatever angle, from whatever standard, is not acceptable. Because like we said, this lady did not just become a widow because she wanted to become a widow. You become a widow because your husband has died. So to hear another man that is coming into your life wants to come and take over the children. And I mean, it would have even been better if it was this lady that was saying, I want my children to change their names from my late husband to you. If she was suggesting that, that would even be at least okay. Because it could be that she wants to move on. She doesn't want to remember the husband. He pains her. He puts trauma on her when he has the surname. So she could have given all sort of reason which would have been justifiable. But to hear that she is going through a very hard and difficult time because the new man that is proposing to marry her is demanding that the name of the husband who passed on be erased completely, tells me that he's a controlling individual, and we cannot guarantee he's not going to come and cause problem within these children. If he does not want them to have the surname of their actual dad, the father who sired them, I don't know how he's going to support them in life as their new father. Like I've always said, ladies, please be very careful when you go and find a man that is wealthy, a man that has got money and all these world or earthly possessions, and you just expect that it's just gonna be okay for you to just dive in there and start enjoying what that man has collected over the years. There is consequences of everything that we do. If this man is indeed going to marry you and your children and want to take care of you, I want you to know even before you get into that relationship that there is going to be a price that you will pay. You may not like the price. So if I were you, I would need to think twice. This man has worked very hard. If he's got millions or billions, if he's got properties and all these things, he's a rich man. He's telling you he's going to take care of you. But in most cases, men are always focused on one thing. And when they achieve and they get that one thing, things may change very quickly. You may not even understand how things have shifted and changed. You could be one bad among many that is in line. So I would ask anybody in such a situation to think twice before jumping into what you would think it's a marriage that is going to be roses. So, if you are in such a situation, what is it that you would do? Like I said in the beginning, you need to think very carefully about what you're about to embark on. You need to put your children first. This man definitely has got problem with his children because he doesn't want to see them. He is very much interested in dating you, in making you his wife, enjoying and having fun with you. But I'm not sure such is the case with the children, because if he wanted what we call big or best interest of the children, he would not ask them or demand that their surname be changed to his own. He has not sired them. So among some of the questions that people are saying is, because I've extracted this from Facebook, is why is he demanding that the names of these children be changed to his own? Is it possible that he cannot sire any children, and that is probably why he wants to change their names so that at least he can say he's married a woman and he's got his own children and they have his surname? Does he want to adopt these children and make them his own so that he can feel a sense of fathering? I don't know. For me, when I look at this situation, I don't think that would be the case. I think this would be a man that is manipulative, a man that sees that he's got money, he's got everything that he needs, and he can just take a woman, a vulnerable woman in this instance, and just manipulate her and just use her and just control her because she's desperate to get married and because she wants somebody that can take care of her and her children. And this man is just about to jump in and do exactly that. For any woman that may be going through a similar situation, or you are on the crossroad, you are in that crisis, you don't know what is it that you need to do. Let me tell you, God has a good package for each and every individual in the world. God knows you. The Bible says he knows you by your names. He's got you in the palms of his hand. Don't rush into doing things that you're going to regret in life. Think about your children first. You have a boy there, and you have two boys and you have a girl. Think about that 14-year-old girl that you have there. Think about if this is going to be a father figure. Is this going to be a good man to this child? And don't forget, right now she's a teenager. How is he going to treat her? Or are you going to be worried when you leave her with this man that you may find things that has happened that you're going to regret in life? This is something that you need to think very carefully. And if I were you, I would need to look back and see. Before we get into relationships, people always ignore red flags, very small details that people ignore, and people say, no, 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 no. This man loves me. He's got money. I think I can get over that. I can deal with that once we are married. Listen to me. You must make sure that anything that you can see is a red flag before you dive into a relationship, a serious relationship, a marriage. Make sure you deal with that red flag before you get or indulge yourself into that situation. Because once you are in there, it's going to be very hard for you to be able to deal with that thing because you're already in there. So let me give you an example. Like in the case of this woman, if she gets to allow this man to marry her, and then immediately the man pregnates her, now that will be her fourth child, and she's gonna have the other three children. It's gonna be very difficult for her to get out of this marriage or relationship if she wants, or if she realizes he's a manipulative man, or he just wanted her for her body or for sexual whatever, or for just fun or for misusing her. Because nowadays we have people who just want to misuse other people's life. They actually don't care about you, they don't love you, they don't think about you, they just want to use you and to just dump you. It is what it is. Guys, share your comments with us. Tell us, what do you think about this situation? What do you think about this girl? Is she thinking about her children? Is she thinking about her own self? Is it in the best interest that she's married to this man because he's rich and he's telling her he loves her? Should she allow herself to her children's surname to be changed to this man's? Should the father of the children who passed on be cut out? What do you guys think? Please share your comments with us and let us agree. And if there is somebody out there that is in such a situation, pray, 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 pray. think twice. Get people to support you. Ask for help. Talk to your family. Talk to your pastors. Talk to men and women that can help you. But please do not just jump into such a situation and do crazy things that you're going to regret in life. I'll see you guys in my next video.